All right. Cheers, everyone. Welcome to a chill Saturday stream. Christmas Eve's Eve 2023, if I somehow post this on some YouTube archives. We're gonna play Super Fantasy Kingdom today, or more precisely, Super Fantasy Kingdom Demo, because the game is coming out in 2024. But the demo is fully playable, and I have, looking at my Steam, almost 27 hours on it already. Probably, but not even probably, just downright the best demo I have ever played, because it's basically already a full game, even that it can only expand from here. So let's play the game today. I will be doing this from a fresh profile, as I have stuff unlocked in my first one, and let's let me just quickly show you in my main profile. I haven't unlocked many of the heroes, but the knight itself is almost fully leveled, and I have played quite a bit. So anyway, what this game is about? It's a roguelite city builder, very light on the city building, and it's kind of combining that together with tower defense kind of mechanics. Roguelite because you need to play several rounds or cycles in the game to unlock stuff, get more powerful. Eventually you are able to, in the demo, beat the game, which is survive 14 days. In the final game, maybe you can go infinite. I don't know how that's gonna play out. Currently in the demo and in the first release of the game, I believe in early access, we will have the human kingdom that we are gonna play with. Later on, the game will have other kingdoms as well, like elves, demons, things like that. Just to give you kind of a idea what this is, I will be playing with a fresh profile and kind of explaining things as we go on, even that the game is kinda simple to play. So in the beginning, we select a guardian. There's only one at the moment. There's just showing that potentially we will have several of these guardian heroes in the game, and in a way, we are playing as this character. So if the guardian dies, it's game over for that cycle, and you go back, try again, and before you die, you need to use your points or the glory or the shards, the two things that we are gonna collect. You need to do that before you die, which is also an interesting mechanic. Usually you kind of get the things, then decide what you unlock and then start, but you need to do the unlock in the game. So let's select our knight. We start with 0 shards, we start with 0 gold. Our knight is not leveled up in any way, and our kingdom will be quite small. So that will be our first task, trying to expand the kingdom. So we start on day 1. And eventually the game will have kind of a story in it. There's a little bit of that in the demo already as we expand, and kind of maybe it will explain these cycles, why the history repeats itself all the time, or how the time cycles, but we'll see. So as we start, let's take a look at the screen before we do anything more. So in the beginning, we always have a castle, and we have slots, big and small, to build things on. Later on, when we collect shards, which are these blue ones, we can unlock things to further expand building slots on the city itself, and also expand the road network across this map. In the demo's case, there's quite a lot of stuff here on the right side, and on the left hand side we can connect to this fort here to get ourselves a swordman. And We'll see how that plays out when we start collecting shards. It's now been several weeks since I played this very early game, because I've been unlocking stuff and playing on my main profile. But when we look at the map here, we have one building that we always place, which is a tavern. And in the tavern, you can hire a gatherer that gathers berries from these bushes. So ideally, we would have the tavern close to some bushes, but in the first rounds doesn't really matter, that kind of optimization. But since we're gonna place a lumberyard here as well, and we only have these slots to play with, I think I will place the tavern up here. And that's the only thing we can build now, because we don't have resources yet. Apart from the lumberyard, which you can always build without anything. So in the top we have our workers, active workers, idle workers. We have our wood, boards. Boards are made out of the wood. We have stone. We have ore, or gold ore. Gold ore can be smelted into ingots. We can collect wheat. The wheat can be made into flour, and the flour onwards can be made into either bread or beer. You can play this in many ways. Especially in the beginning, you can't build everything, and even after you have unlocked all the slots, you can't do everything. So you kind of have to, if you want to survive as many of the monster cycles as possible, you need to select your strategy. Will you focus on perhaps getting wheat and make beer to boost your heroes? Will you collect all the wood, make boards and focus on siege engines? Will you focus on gold mining and try to level up your heroes but have less of them? Or things like that. But yeah, let's place our lumberyard here, and I will be building a quarry here, which is close to the rocks here, and we'll start with that. In the beginning, we only have one worker to start with. Later on, there will be options to unlock that you start with more workers in the beginning. So we'll get to that when we get there. So with our first worker, I'll start collecting some wood. You can either click on the buildings and select how many workers are assigned to that one. If you assign more workers than you have, the game will select. Game will kind of prioritize what it does. But if you assign the exact amount, you're kind of in full control what the workers are doing. I personally like to control this with mouse scroll up and down, kind of putting how many workers there are. In the tavern, we could assign the gatherer. I don't think I will be getting any food requiring hero, because our knight doesn't eat, or I guess it's fed in the castle. But for the other heroes, we do need to collect food for them to level up. I expect us not to get any here in the first round, so I'm going to focus on other stuff than collecting food. If I had heroes, I would want to make sure I have food for everyone. But now let's collect wood, and we have our king walking around. We have the king's. I think it's a king's dog, because the dog follows the king around, at least loosely. And the king walks around the village collecting taxes, which turns into gold or coins. And they also collect faith, which will come into play later on. And yes, you can pet the dog. Yeah, that's about it here in the beginning. Well, one thing, we have a mule that gathers the resource and brings them into castle. If you have, let's say, you have the sawmill that makes boards out of the wood, or you have a smelter that smelts the ore into gold, sometimes those workers can take stuff from the producing building. but in order for you to build stuff, it needs to be brought back to the castle, which is usually done by the mule. You only have one, unless you later on use wheat to build a stable and get more mules to gather the stuff. But you can play through and beat the game with just one mule very easily. But it's also one strategy to optimize your production and have more of the mules running around. Okay, in the beginning, our castle is only has storage for 4 items, unless we collect 3 stone. So with this 4 wood, I will build myself a quarry, so we can start collecting rocks as well, or stone. There is storage in the buildings itself. It depends a bit on the building, but for example, the lumberyard can collect 6 wood into the lumberyard, which the sawmill could use, but you couldn't use yourself into building anything like new buildings or the bonuses. Same thing here. We have 6 stone that the quarry can collect if the castle is full. But I think now I will change my worker. Change my worker into the quarry, and once again, you can do it by clicking it, but I like to use the mouse wheel to quickly assign who's working there. So one more thing about the workers. If I press Alt, I can see all the workers who are working. The light brown, or let's say the selected icon, means that I have assigned a worker there, but white outline means that there's still an active task there. So we see that this worker is still working as a lumberjack. So he's gonna finish one task in the lumberyard before he takes the assigned task of going and chop some stone. You can speed up the game. Hey, sorry, Zebracon. My bad. You okay there? There we go. You can speed up the game. Later on, we can expand the kingdom with wagons, and we can recruit geologists to find more gold or rocks in the map. And around midday, we start getting monsters running, coming from all over. In the beginning, it's very your knight can defend your kingdom very easily. As the game turns into night, the monsters go into this kind of rage mode or super mode. They turn red, or they show up as red. They move faster. They do more damage, things like that. But later on, we need to recruit more units to defend, but in the first days the knight can do quite a lot. And that was day 1. So the knight doesn't require food, but if we had any other units, in order for them to level up, we would need to have food in the tavern. If we don't, they don't level up. And also, if a unit dies, they will come back as long as you have food in the tavern. But if they die, they only get their health back. They don't level up. But the food collecting is very, very important, because the experience levels make the units a whole lot stronger. We'll see more of the tavern later. On the second day, you always get a selection of special units or heroes, I guess. That you can then level up using gold bars, and you later on have different options to get more of these units, but this one you always get on the second day.
I'm no warrior.
So the hermit brings and calls a unit to help us, I guess. take one of these. For free. So later on, when you level up your knight or your guardian, you can unlock reroll options. They are quite expensive to level up, but once you get them, you have an option to reroll max 5 times during one run. If you don't have rerolls, you will have to select whatever is offered to you, and these are random. And you can unlock more of the heroes by doing stuff in the game. Halfling is really good. I like it. Halfling gives bonuses to everyone else's attack, if I recall. Cyclops is also pretty good. It stuns targets like throwing rocks or something like that. And you can mouse over kind of the role of the units, even if you don't know what the unit exactly does. So we see that that the werewolf here is a damage dealer, Cyclops is a damage dealer, and then all of these movement are infantry, which means that they stay in one place. Halfling is support and ranged attack. They are support because they give attack bonuses to everyone. So let's select Halfling, it's pretty good. And when you get a unit, they are in what is called the bench. So they are behind the river, and from here they don't do anything unless it's a siege engine. Siege engines are placed here and they shoot over the river, but the unit will only be active as far as attacking or defending if it's in the battle zone, and you need to unlock these slots with coins. We now have only 5 coins, so let's unlock that and put the Halfling in place. Even if the hero is on the bench, they can still get levels with food, so the amount of kills kind of doesn't affect the experience of the units in any way. And if you click on the unit, you see what they do. Later on, if we survive up to like day 9 or something, 8 or 9, there will be a witch which will offer us a possibility to unlock the secondary ability of each unit we have on the field on that day. And that will cost quite a lot of shards, so I'm not sure we'll be able to do that in many runs. But you can't see what they are before you unlock, so I'm not gonna. Well, I kind of spoiled already for the Halfling that they give bonuses to everyone else for their attack, but it varies quite a bit. As far as the units go that you get, you have a lot of different units that you can unlock, and there's kind of the handful of different heroes already in there. Not all of these are in, but the ones that are in, you will see what you need to do in order to unlock them. For us to get the Death Priest, we need to die. In order to get the dinosaur, we need to defeat the first boss, and so on. But we'll see about those later. Okay, let's see. Our one worker is collecting. You know what? As I built the quarry, what I should have done was actually get 4 wood and build 1 house to get additional worker. So let's assign this worker back to the lumberyard after this 1 rock. Because I do want that 1 additional worker as soon as possible, so that we can actually get food for this Halfling during this day. Sorry, Mr. Weber, I didn't see your manually placed them question. Were you referring to which parts? These units? Or maybe? Yeah, once this wood is carried in the castle, we have 4 wood and can build house. There we go. Let's make a house. Yeah, the units in the bench, yeah. So when you recruit them, they are always in the bench and you can move them around. And then you need to put them in the battlefield, and you need to have an open slot for them. The slots cost a different amount to unlock. You see the coin amounts there, so they are like 5, 10, 20, 40, and so on. And we see the halfling shooting a little bit further than the knight, because they have this vision range that can improve with items or leveling up, like how far they see and start attacking. I left the worker here, which is kinda okay actually. It's kinda okay. Let's go collect the... No, let's collect 4 wood. 4 wood and go from there. Let me see, do I have options to... oh, right. One thing I didn't say yet, which is for the expanding of the kingdom. When we start getting glory, which is the crown on top, that is the currency for expanding the kingdom. And currently in the demo, there are unlocks you can reach. Unlocks you can reach up to 200. The 200 is nearly impossible, but 150 is achievable because I did it. But yeah, getting those higher amount of glories require you to beat the game once and go on a kind of a, let's say, new game plus, which is called Curse. We are currently in the Curse 0, and once you beat the game once, you can play with Curse 1, and when you beat that, you can play with Curse 2 all the way up to Curse 5. And Curse 5 is requires absolute perfection in the gameplay, and also some RNG in your favor, which I can show you later on with the main profile. But let's focus on this for now. So now we see that halfling got their berries. And depending on the food that we see on the left, they get a different amount of experience. If you hunt for meat, the unused meat is cooked for the next day for the next level of meaty food. So you can get burgers by having excess amount of meat, basically, and these jobs, I guess. But yeah, with the berry, halfling gets 1 experience, so we know that just with berries, the halfling would be level 2 after a couple of days, as long as we can keep them fed and they don't die. On the 3rd day, we get first a little bit of special thing. We have pirates. Pirates always bring one resource, and they sell it for a certain amount. This feels very small. That you what will I do with 1? But once you get to the late game, especially once you have beaten it once and go into the further curse levels, even a single piece of resource can make a difference, kind of how fast you can do certain things. But we will not be spending gold on these for now. You can re-roll how much it costs and possibly change the resource as well if you have re-rolls. But usually the re-rolls are best used for the hero selection anyway. So we will not worry about that. Let's get that one more wood. Let me see, what do I want to do next? I think I want to expand. Yeah, we want to expand the storage, because next we can build a house for a 3rd worker with 8 wood, but that requires us to expand the storage of the castle. So let's do that. I don't remember when the expansion unlocks, because I don't have that available yet. Maybe it requires a certain amount of glory or something. Yeah, let me put that music just a little bit up, because I kinda like the music. Okay, with 3 rocks, we will be able to expand this, and we can go back into chopping wood. Now we see the worker changes role when they stepped into the quarry. They changed into a lumberjack and now they are there. So they always carry the resource back into the building they are collecting for, but they'll change on the fly what are they doing. And they will use the roads to travel, but then without the roads they will kind of do a little bit of zigzag into the nearest resource they have available. We have some battle going on here already. We have some death priests, and I think those are maybe trolls or something. I don't know. And Halfling is making pretty quick work of them, so the knight is not even attacking much yet. I think we are not gonna get 8 logs today. Yep, because during the night time, when the night falls, all the workers and everyone goes to sleep. And after that, kind of, you have what you have, and you'll just wait what happens there. With the food collection, we can stop that because we have plenty of berries for multiple days. So I will switch into collecting other stuff here. So let's do. Oh, and the R is actually now unlocked. Let's see what that offers. I will collect stone because I require that into the expansion. So while the game is paused, let me press R or the reclaim, and we see the different arrows. So if I start looking at these, I need 2 glory. The glory is not spent on this. You need to have the glory amount to do that expansion, but you need to have the rock as a resource. So we can do the first expansion without any glory. Now that this is done, then we need 2 glory, and then as this road expands, you might have an opportunity to do like additional expansion of that road later. Here the costs are 1, 3, 5, and they start growing pretty quickly. And further down here, these are, I would say, nearly impossible before you beat the game once. But these we can do. And once these expand into roads, some of them, we can possibly get new unlock options to kind of basically fill the kind of smooth area you see. That's almost filled with when all the slots are unlocked. Okay, but we need to collect that rock. I think the first thing I will do is get one of these, or this one, because I think it opens us additional slot. Yeah, let's do that. Because then in here we can build an additional building. For example, maybe a sawmill. Maybe a sawmill to produce walls. So the building options are quite simple. So you have the resource collecting ones. You have gold mine, farm, and hunter. You can build. We already have the lumberyard and the quarry. In the kind of production side, you have a sawmill that produces boards. Boards you can use either as a building material for other buildings, or to build wooden walls. And then the upgraded walls are made with stone. We have wheat to flour, we have flour to bread. So bread is kind of a 4-step process because you need a farm for wheat, you need windmill, you need bakery. Not 4-step, but 3-step. And then you can also turn the wheat into beer, and beer is used kind of, it's like consumable. You use it to boost the damage output of the heroes. And you can smelt the golden ore into golden bars. And then you have the kind of the, I guess, special units. You have the staples. This you can use to get more mules, more of the carry things. With graveyard, you can take the dead away from the field, freeing up their slots in the field. If you don't have a graveyard, they will take that spot and you can't replace them from the bench unless you have open slots otherwise. It also gives a recruitment bonus, so the heroes or units are immediately leveled up if you have this. Siege camp, you can build siege engines like catapult and ballistas. With Portal you can get more heroes, like the Hermit brought us 1. With Portal you can get more. And Elemental Tower, you can sacrifice a hero to get Elemental instead. I haven't used that much, so I don't know exactly how that works. I think the Elemental is random. Okay, but we are surviving these early days pretty easily. Surviving these early days here pretty easily. So let's start to speed up the game a little bit and see how long we can survive. On day 7, we will be facing our first boss, and that's usually where the game ends, unless we get some monster waves overrunning us before that, but let's see. Okay, I think the next thing I can do is build yet another house, so I think I will do that. And I will continue collecting rocks after that, I think. Let's do additional one there. And let's continue collecting those. Let's see if we can unlock something next. Let's build that road next. So this is our thing that we really want to do in the beginning, is unlock everything we can with the glory we have. And then once we start getting chances here, like we see here, we have some slots, and if we click these, we would get 1 wood in the beginning of the game if we use 5 shards on this. So I will be seeing what I can unlock just before I die. But this is something I already know I will take, so I will unlock that. We have a similar slot here for 15. I will wait with that and see if we get any other options. But if we pick these, we will start with some resources in the beginning of the game in the future cycles. This place here we can use to recruit swordmen with 4 rocks. And then with 4 more rocks, we can also upgrade the unit where we recruit them. There is also a crossbowman on the other side. We already see him there, but we don't see his forts. And also here is a special. There are some things you can click on the map. This is one of them. So we see, I think this is maybe a pixie or something. And sometimes you get resources on these red X's. But sometimes you get a monster, and if you click on the monster, you would be provoking that monster to attack. Very often a bad idea, unless you know you have the units to handle it. So I'm not sure if we can with just 2 units. I'm not gonna provoke that yet. We'll see later if we do, because it does give us more shards if we kill more monsters. But let's see how that goes. I think 4 rocks could be a next goal to unlock the swordman, or just keep on collecting more rocks for these unlocks, because it gives us these additional building slots. I think if we get 5, we can get that one. Up to 15, maybe not in the first run, but let's see. This is 2, let's get that as well. That expands all the way in here, giving us some starting positions for stone for the next run. And we also have a merchant here. If I help this guy, he will start coming in the upcoming runs, possibly this run already, offer us something to trade, giving us gold bars for the other resources that can possibly help us recruit more heroes or upgrade the ones we have. So we need to get the sawmill to produce planks in order for us to help this. So I think this could be our goal for this run as well, to help the merchant to get them into upcoming runs. And these unlocks that I'm doing, with the glory, these will remain. So when I die, or I don't think I can beat the game in the first cycle in any way. When we die and we start a new game, all the unlocks will be in place. Whether it's these resources, whether it's the roads, whatever, all the slots, these are there. So it's only using the one rock for this run, but after that it's okay. So we need one more glory for that slot. We have option here to unlock this guy. I'm not gonna spoil this guy just yet, but we don't need him necessarily. So I think I would expand this next. So with 5 glory we have this and that. So we want to focus on those, but I do want to make that sawmill. So let's put 2 guys on the wood. 2 guys on the wood, and let's see how our guys do, because these are tougher units. So we might actually be in a little bit of trouble here. Maybe with 1 rock I could hire the swordman. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we have 3 rocks that has not been carried in, so we have plenty of. I keep saying rocks, but it's stone. We have plenty of stone there for the unlocks. So I will hire. We'll hire the swordman, and we will unlock the. You don't need the coin for anything else but the slots and the pirates, if I recall. I might be not remembering something now, but I think that's the only things you use the coins for. So you can kind of quite liberally use the slot you want to unlock. So, but let's now unlock the cheapest one there, and swordman is basically a tank. They have a little bit of a attack in a small area, but if we are able to unlock the passive, they will become literal tank, because they will get the taunt ability that will draw the enemies to them. So I think, and also you can swap around as long as someone is not stunned or rooted in place or something. So for example, if I would see that some enemy is about to reach the halfling, I can change around and make sure the swordman takes the hit instead of the slightly weaker halfling. Because the halfling has 12 health, no shield. The swordman has a big shield and will get more health when they upgrade. So I want to protect the halfling, because they are doing ranged damage, but they can't take many hits. So far we have not been reached once by the monsters, but we might soon. So we see them starting to take a little bit of damage. We also see which just disappeared. If you didn't notice, in the bottom of the screen you see all your units and their mana and health as well. Good. 6 glory already. That's very nice. The amount of kills, this is just stats. As said, they get their experience with the eating. And the seating order is, as it says, it's random. And then if you have different kind of foods, how they get seated or get the food determines who gets the best meal, so to speak. And in this case, the swordman went first, so if we had, say, 1 meat, the swordman would have gotten it, and then the halfling. But halfling leveled up to level 2, and we see they gained 6 more attack to their existing 8, health to 12, and shield, no shield for the halfling. pretty good. Okay, let's see if our workers could collect enough wood for that sawmill, and let's keep on using our glory. Actually, we can't before the stone is carried back. I think these slots here are even more important. So, and let's unlock this one, as it gives us yet another building slot. The sad phase is because the berry is the least effective food. Like, they would be content if they get meat or fish, and super happy if they get the burgers. It's just kind of saying that. I don't think there's anything else in that. Okay, more unlock options. Let's unlock this nest. Again, as I said, the glory is not spent. You need to have it in order to unlock, but then the stone is used. So let's use that next. Oh wait, I actually do want this because it also gets us to the crossbowman. So let's do that as well. And also, okay, here's a first special thing. We have these unlock spots here that we can use. We'll try to use them before we die. But then these bigger slots, there's only 2 of them currently in the game. These are not building slots like the ones in the village, but in these ones you can use. Oh, this was the thing about coins. So you can use these outposts to get one-time resources or some special buildings. Currently, the only one we have unlocked is a building that allows the halfling to become maximum level. Probably not going to happen on this run, so we're not going to worry about this, but let's keep this in mind. We can get some resources with the coins. And, well, of course, if you would want to explore this game completely on your own, I have probably spoiled quite a bit many things already, so I'm going to keep on spoiling more. In order to get more options for the outpost, that's where this, I guess, tribal or shaman or someone comes in. So with this person, when we get the road there, you can use the shards to unlock more options for the outpost. But that's kind of maybe the last thing you want to get. This road got us all the way into village, which shows that if we unlocked or upgrade the village with 50 shards, we would start with 2 workers instead of 1 in the next cycle, and this is the first big goal. So hopefully we get there, and if we do, I will unlock that instead of the additional resources. But if it looks like we're gonna die and we don't have 50, I will unlock some of these wood or stone here. But let's see how it goes. We could unlock now the crossbowman with 4 wood as well. But I think what I will do is make the sawmill for those boards. The crossbowman would help with the fighting, but we would need more. But we need the planks for building materials as well. For example, if we gonna get like a hunter or something to give us meat. I will. We have 3 rocks there. We're gonna continue needing those for the unlocks. Actually, we need this one to get. Need that one to get the crossbowman. Let's for this day let's continue collecting like this, and you will move all of this cycle here, and we will get the stone guy to produce planks while we continue collecting more wood here, because we have enough rocks for these unlocks already. But that gives us an option to buy or recruit the crossbowman. And it also opened up Mysterious Stone. This is really expensive, but once you get to the higher levels or further days, you'll get more shards pretty easily. This orb gives you a selection of a resource in the beginning of the game, and you can upgrade this with further shards. You can get up to like 3 orbs in the demo, I think. And I think the best way to describe it is that if you unlock this, it will give you a selection per orb similar to these resources. So you can get like 3 wood with 1 orb in the beginning of the game. If you have 3 orbs, like you have unlocked everything, you could get like wood, stone and wheat to start the game with from that one as well. In addition to whatever you have unlocked from these. Okay, let's see how this day goes. We might need the crossbow man in the next days. And we might get past the day 7 if we do get the crossbow man, so that might be a good goal for me. See, we produced 1 plank. We have 2 logs collected and 1 stone collected. Okay. So far so good. Let's see how this goes. Little bit dangerous, but still managing. Okay, starting to get maybe some hits here. These guys do these kind of cycle things, and they can easily hit guys in the middle as well. We are surviving so far, but I think the next day will be quite tough. Yeah, I think we need the crossbow man on the next day. Yeah, this is going alright. Hey Banderlo, this is the demo. You can go to Steam and search for Super Fantasy Kingdom, and you can get the demo. So this is, as I said in the beginning, I have played before this stream 27 hours of this demo already. It is very good. You are seeing the start of the game, but if you like that kind of progression, kind of roguelite game style that you unlock stuff and go into the harder difficulties trying to beat the higher curse levels, this is as a demo by far the best value you can ever get, and because this is basically a full game. It's not the full game, but it's basically a full game because you can play it forever already. Well, not forever, but pretty close to that. Okay, on a day 6, you get a guy
I stand for the light.
That you could get a hero from if you have gold. And we, in the first run, didn't really have options to shoot for that. Build a gold mine this fast and smelt gold bars. If we unlock this trader, he will come before this guy in the upcoming runs, giving us opportunity to change some more easily acquired resource into gold bars, and then recruit a second hero from this guy.
Huh? Don't insist.
So once again, we have options from the random free options from the unlocked heroes. If we have the reroll options, we could change, and if we have 2 gold bars, we could get 1, but I don't now, so sorry, no thanks. You can also minimize and just like, what would I do? But then, because we don't have the gold bars, let's just send him away. Okay, we have 10 glory. Did we get something with 10 glory? Yes, we did. I think this was only a small slot, so I'm actually gonna skip that, just for now. 12 and 8. I think the 8 gets us into monastery, which would give us a monk with 4 wheat. So I think I will do that. It gives us a slot there as well. I think the 15 would be the next bigger goal. Yeah, I will get this one if I don't have anything else, but it only gives one of these slots, so I'm gonna wait with that. Just a bit. We have 2 planks already. let's see what would be the next thing I want to build. A hunter would help us level up the heroes with better food. If we would produce, well, if we would somehow get ourselves wheat, like buying from the outpost, and build, no, I was talking about that. If we would build a farm, then we could use that farm to get wheat and build a brewery. Brewery and beer is really good way to boost the heroes. Boost the heroes for the end game, so that could be our strategy with limited slots. So I would need 4 rocks and 3 rock logs for the... That's one, okay. Let's see, what am I collecting? Still have one stone. If I would get 16 logs, I would get 1 more worker, but that could be one thing. I think unlocking the crossbowman might be the way to go. Let me stop you for a second. Just make sure we get the lock in, and we can unlock the crossbowman. And then with that we need to gather more food as well, so they don't starve. With these 3 blanks... Oh yeah, okay. This round is gonna be tough. We might actually lose here. These guys are tough because they have big armor. Yeah, we might lose here. So let's use... Oh, we have 65 shards, so that makes it easy. Let's unlock that one, just in case we do die. And then I think I want that one, so we get additional wood in the beginning. So that's already shard spent, so we have stuff unlocked. Now let's see if we can use anything with the 10 glory. I think I did everything I can. Now, because we are very likely to die to these guys, I will unlock that one as well. And then anything else? No, I think everything else is... 12 would be the next. Yeah. Okay, but let's not give up. Let's see if we could still survive this. I think I'm gonna need this guy. Let's try that. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, come on, come on. Hold it. Yeah, when the night falls, we're gonna die. When the night falls, we're gonna die for sure. This might help, because when we get this blank here, I can build walls, and that would upgrade their defenses. Then I couldn't unlock the trader. Is this salvageable? It's close. It's close now with. I just noticed I don't have enough food either. Before this one finishes the collecting. I think I will try it. This might be enough because it gives them a little... Let's see, how much does it boost? Let's find out. 414. This guy has 4, 624. Let's do the walls. Okay, it does upgrade them like a little bit, like one each, 2 each. Yeah, that's gonna be close. With this base, we could survive. Now with the crossbowman there, but I think the nightfall we can't. Pretty sure. They do heal up very slowly. What was that? Was that guy hit by a lightning? I don't know what did that. Okay. Our swordman is only has 3 health, so let's tank with the knight who Okay, okay, okay. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Let's watch the health of the knights. Ooh, come on, do it. Don't die. Ooh, up. Oh yeah. Ooh, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Yeah, baby. Nice. I didn't expect that. That was a close one. It looked bad, but I think recruiting a crossbowman there saved the day. I think it was... Wait. I need to move my camera a little bit up. I think there's the unlock messages are under my camera. Just a second. So we unlocked the Satyr. We'll see what actually unlocked that, but we got the message. Let me see, just a second. Let's do this one, and let's do... That's... Go. I'm not sure if there's some randomness in the stats or are they always the same. I think they are always the same. So when someone levels up, they always get the same amount for that level. Halfling is really good. If we could unlock the Halfling's passive even more so. But now comes the true test. So on the day 7 you will get the first boss and the second one comes on day 14. This is where the early runs often end. So I paused the game to see if there's something I could possibly do for this. I don't think I can get 8 logs fast to upgrade that guy, so we might be able to do it with these one, especially if we upgrade. But I think the run might end here on this day. But we managed to get a pretty good chunk of glory for our day here, so I'm really happy with that because we have a lot of slots for the next run. That's really nice. Let's see, 23, 18. I think we have the Outer Kingdom almost unlocked already as far as the roads go. That's really good. We got the additional worker. We can use these shards to unlock more stone for us in the beginning of the next run. We could get wheat from here. And I think more wood from here and some gold ore, stone, 1 berry. You know what, that is actually pretty good. We could unlock that one. If I produce 3 planks really fast, we could unlock the merchant. Let's try to collect more rocks, more wood. I will try to beat the boss if I upgrade the crossbowman. I think it's doable, or could be doable. It's very close, but that would be fantastic for our first run. So here comes the first boss, a Goblin King. And it's more about not getting him killed than us getting attacked. Oh, we are getting there. We're getting there. You could change into make... No, not make the planks. Stay there. If I get this guy upgraded, we could potentially do it. Come on, carry that. Yeah, let's try this. Come on. So we get additional attack and further range, I think, for the... No, for this guy, sorry. We get... he now fires... no, the upgrade is that he now fires 2 arrows. So, we might be able to do this. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Really surprised if we do. Wasn't expecting that to be possible on the first cycle. Maybe not. Yeah, all the shots are now going into the minions instead of the king. Ooh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Come on, knights. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Quickly check if we have something to unlock. That's not gonna happen in the demo. 18, 23, those are done. 20, 25, we can't get those. 50, can't get that. Shards 13. I don't think we can get anything with that. Let's see. That was 19. That's 11. We can get that. We can get one of the weeds. Yeah, because we are not gonna get more shards from this. I think it's the wheat that we can unlock because the king is gonna kill us. So let's get the one wheat with the last shard we have. If you save the shards, actually, you can level up the knight after the run. So I'm actually not gonna get that wheat. I just remembered that. The wood and stone are good, but wheat is not that important yet. Okay. Let's try to... Alright, we can't... Once he died there, we can't take that slot. So let's try to micro this a bit. Yeah, they are just overwhelming us. Overwhelming us there. Okay, good run. Good run, but I think that's doable if you play really well. You could do that on the first go, but yeah, this took me, I think, maybe 6 attempts. 6 attempts when I first started playing, before I got past the Goblin King. So in here, there's a little bit of like... if you are really close in beating a day, if you exit here, I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, but if you exit here, you can retry this last day. Only the last day. But if you accept defeat, you go into the next cycle. I don't think I can beat the king there, so I'm not gonna kind of try to beat him. And instead we move on and we do the next run. That was really good. 15 glory is really good because we have all the important slots now unlocked in order for us to give like a proper go in the next run. That was very good. Let's see what we unlocked. So in that run, because we died, we unlocked a Death Priest. Because we supported the village. There's no details on what these actually are, unless maybe there's some wiki that would give what these actually mean. Because we killed 13 monsters on one day, we unlocked a skeleton. And because... Wait, what? There's 1% chance to unlock the Jinn and we got it. I have seen the Jinn before, so it's actually quite common. But I don't know what that 1% chance means. Anyway, so these will now be options in the heroes when we are offered them, whatever that happens. But I will take a short break here before the next attempt. Next attempt, and we'll see if we can do something with those shards to unlock some level ups for our Guardian. And then do another attempt. And we'll see how it plays now that we have stuff unlocked. So see you guys in a moment. I will go do some bread baking or dough preparation for my bread baking here in between, so that's why I'm taking a break here a little bit sooner. See you guys in just a moment.